I really wanted to increase my circle of influence for good globally. And I sat out in my waiting room and I put that out there. And this podcast is part of the culmination of that, or the effect of that thought that I set out there. I don't know, probably 12 years ago. Welcome to Root Cause Holistic Health. I'm Dr. Jon Harmon, physician, brain health expert, and your host on this no fluff journey into whole body healing.
And I'm Tracey Green, wellness coach, mom, and co-host. This is the space where we get real about what actually heals, not just what's trending.
If you're done with surface level advice and ready to understand your body, your mind, and your health from the inside out, this podcast is for you.
We're here for the raw conversations most people avoid. We don't sugarcoat, we don't shame. We offer tools, truths, and transformation.
Welcome back to Root Cause Holistic. I'm Dr. Jon Harmon, and with me is my co-host, Tracey Green.
Hi there, everyone. Today, we are going to be interviewing Dr. Harmon. We're going to get to know him a little bit better and see if we can dig deep and hear a couple fun facts, find out something that we may not know about Dr. Harmon. So, Dr. Harmon, it's all about you for this few minutes.
All about me. Okay.
All about you. You've had a few spins around the sun. So, can you think of any fun facts from way back in the day that nobody knows?
Yeah, the things that you just don't talk about. I was attracted to music when I was in the fourth grade. I played 4 instruments. I played the bass fiddle, the drums, the piano, and the trumpet. And at Christmas time, when any band, any whatever it is playing in any store or in my house, when the little drummer boy comes on, I'm instantly transported back to the fourth grade. And I got chosen to be the little drummer boy. And the music's playing, bum, ba-da-ba-dum. And then the curtains open and there's this whole auditorium full of people. And here I am playing my drum. And everybody's going, oh, that's so cute. So that was my first experience of being on stage. And then I got my first drum kit when I was in the 7th grade and started playing. We started a little neighborhood band.
Oh, how fun.
With my brother and some guys in our neighborhood. And then when I was in the 9th grade, there was this pretty popular band in Fresno called Crimson Ivory. How's that for a 70s band? I went to a dance where they were playing. I go, oh gosh, I wish I could be on in a band like that. Well, the drummer got drafted and I tried out and got the job. I'm in 9th grade.
Wow.
I don't even have my driver's license yet. And I'm traveling around Central California playing at high school dances and fraternities and, neighborhood parties and things like that. And I thought, these people are paying me to play my drums. So this is the coolest thing. So I didn't have to have a job. That was my job. Some of the fondest memories I have were playing in that band. Plus, when you're the drummer, the girls want to kiss you.
Right. Or even better, in the 9th grade, that's perfect.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so I did that. I played in a couple of bands in college as well. A lot of fun, a lot of fun. Then I got married. Then that kind of ceased. I was focused on getting my education. Another fun fact about me is I have pictures of myself climbing on the Berlin Wall.
Wow. Tell us about that.
Well, when you're on the west side, they don't care. And parts of the wall were these slabs of concrete stacked on top of each other, like Lego blocks, but they were long. They were like 10 feet long. And there were little spaces in between the slabs. And so I have a picture of me climbing up. You don't want to stick your head over. uh, I used to try to get pictures of the guards at the guard posts, and it turns out they don't like their picture taken. So I never got one, but I would just kind of nonchalantly just walking along. Then I would quickly pull up my camera and try to take one, but they always ducked.
Right.
That was pretty funny. So that was a lot of fun. I was the marbles champion of my elementary school.
Marbles champion.
I wish I would have kept those marbles. They might be worth something nowadays.
Oh, absolutely. I'm sure they are.
When I'm speaking somewhere and people want to know, hey, give us your background. At the end, I always say the most important thing, I was a marbles champion of my school, my elementary school. But I grew up with a mom who was really focused on making sure that the food we were eating and the nutrients we were getting were appropriate. There's a story told about my grandmother. When she was a little girl, she was telling everybody they needed to eat their vegetables raw because they were better for them.
Mm.
We don't know where she got that information, but they actually made her go outside because she was making too much noise, crunching down on those raw vegetables.
Oh my
Fast
gosh.
forward all these years, it's right.
Yeah.
They're better, uncooked, healthier. And my mom didn't have a college education, but she did muscle testing, and she could sit down from memory and test the chemistry, the blood chemistry panel of someone by doing muscle testing. I don't know if it was true, but this is what I saw growing up. She would travel all the way across town in Fresno, California to the only health food store in the city at that time and get all of the stuff to make sure we were eating right. So I thank her now. I had a whole handful of vitamins, a tablespoon of cod liver oil, and her green drink in the morning. So she was way
Wow.
before her time. And that kind of what gave me the foundation to want to go into holistic healing, holistic health. That drove me to be a healthcare provider,
Mhm.
seeing the joy that she got from helping people. She never charged anybody. She only charged them for the vitamins or homeopathic remedies. But I think she charged her cost on them because she never really made any money doing it. So that's my background. I could taste the cod liver oil in third period PE.
What an incredible influence, though. I mean, how amazing that is to set the trajectory of your life, though, to be the
Yeah,
influence that she was in your life, and then the path that it put you on, and then look at all of the lives that you have touched over the 35 years of having
you
your
know,
practice.
she created a quite a ripple effect, that's for sure. In fact, in my speech that I gave at her funeral, I had written a poem, and one of the lines is, "So drink your green drink, freshly blended. Just plug your nose and it tastes splendid. I cannot drink that oil of liver. Just the thought of it makes me quiver." That was part of her, the story that of her life that I told, because that was a big part of her life. Staying healthy, eating right, reading labels. And I feel very fortunate in telling us to stay away from pharmaceuticals. My grandma, soda pop is poison. And we go, "Oh, grandma, come on." They wouldn't sell it. But
Gosh.
they were all preaching that. So really grateful for that. That's some of my background growing up, playing in a band, having fun that way, but making sure I was eating healthy.
How about any recent fun facts? Anything changed recently? Anything fun last few years?
Well, there's been some huge changes. Some of them weren't really fun. And that's why I don't do chiropractic anymore. Long story short, life-changing thing is that I got osteomyelitis from a root canal, nearly killed me.
Mm.
So a chiropractor not being able to bend his wrist is not so good. And so I went into learning all that I can, getting board certified in QEEG and neurofeedback so that I could help people in a different way. Sometimes you get smacked down and you have to go a different direction. And so I don't do chiropractic anymore. I have a place called Clear Mind, Idaho, where we help people with brain issues.
I think that's a phenomenal pivot that
Had
you
to.
made. Mhm.
The choice is sit at home and sulk. Well, I did a little bit of that for a while because I wanted to be a chiropractor since I was a little boy. My mom tells the story. I don't remember this part of it, but I must have fallen when I was about 2 years old. I did something and I couldn't walk because I had so much pain. And my parents said that I wouldn't walk. And so they took me to some doctors, and they said, "Well, he has rheumatism." That just means you have a painful joint, not rheumatoid, rheumatism. And our neighbor said, "Well, why don't you take him to a chiropractor?" And they kind of snickered. But
Mhm.
the story goes, took me in, the chiropractor put me on the table, cracked my sacroiliac joints. I was good to go.
Just like that.
From that point on, I was raised regularly going to the chiropractor, and I saw what it could do. And I decided at an early age, I want to do that. I
Mm-hmm.
want to do that. And so that's what I did. That was my career. And when I got to the point where I couldn't do it anymore, it was so horrible because I was thinking that that's who I am. And I was having a hard time separating out from that. But I finally got to the point where I said, this isn't who I am. And this isn't the end of my story. It's what I did.
Mm-hmm.
When I made that decision and that choice, it's what I did. I still have more to give. That's when I could move on and then go full bore into this other direction. But it was holding me back for quite a while. I couldn't move past it. It felt like something was being ripped from my core.
Mm-hmm.
And, it was a tough shift because everyone knew me as that chiropractor and the guy who does oxidative medicine and the extremity expert. And so all of that just went away. But you know what I missed the most? I had this long-term relationship with generations of families, the parents and then their kids and then their grandkids over that time span. And I would see them regularly, but it wasn't social. It was my practice.
Right.
And
Right.
so, and then all of a sudden, poof, that was gone. It was like, all my friends went away, honey. I was telling my wife. But it's cool to see them out in public now, and they come up and we chat and they thank me, and that's meaningful to me.
Oh,
But
absolutely.
quite a few of them actually came in for treatment on their brains. In fact, some of them still do periodically. They'll bring another family member in or something. The things that I loved, I had to give up the drums and chiropractic. But you know what? There are other things in life, and you can get new hobbies and new passions and move on and go a different direction and still help people.
And look at where we are now.
Yeah, now with this podcast, we're going to be even a larger ripple effect. What's really interesting is when I knew I had to, before I was switching, I really wanted to increase my circle of influence for good globally. And I sat out in my waiting room and I put that out there. And this podcast is part of the culmination of that, or the effect of that thought that I set out there. I don't know, probably 12 years ago.
I
Pretty
love it.
crazy how things happen, huh?
Yeah,
I think we're going to reach a lot of people and help them in similar ways with this podcast.
I do too. This has been fantastic. I've loved learning more about you and hearing some fun facts, the band, that's an amazing story, and then how you
Thank
got
you.
to where you are now. It's good.
Thank you. Well, we'll wrap this one up. Don't forget to like and share and stay tuned for our next episode. Thanks for coming.
Until next time.
Thanks for tuning in to Root Cause Holistic Health. We're here to help you uncover what's really going on and empower you to take the next step in your healing journey.
Whether you're a mom, a dad, or just someone ready to stop settling for Band-Aid fixes, we hope today's episode gave you something to think about.
If you found this episode valuable, do us a favor, share it with someone you love, and leave a review so we can reach more families like yours.
Make sure to hit follow so you don't miss next week's episode. We've got more honest conversations, practical tips, and root cause wisdom coming your way.
Until next time, stay grounded, stay curious, and most of all, stay connected to what truly matters.
We'll see you next time on Root Cause Holistic Health.